I just want to make a really quick video really fast. So, will I be using Max for mobility? Yes. At this point, Max is more than half my weight, and he is also 40% my height mid-shoulder. He is 20 inches tall mid-shoulder. A lot of people are saying that, from what I'm gathering, people say they have to be at least 22 inches. Is that 22 inches at the shoulder, 22 inches at the head? If it's 22 inches at the shoulder, his mid-shoulder height is 20, so he'd be 21 inches at the top of his shoulder, maybe 21 and a half, I'm not sure, I'd have to remeasure. And then I've heard a lot where people are saying a minimum of 50 pounds or 55 pounds. I've already said this, and I'm going to, let me say it again. Max is 45 pounds right now with 5 pounds of muscle weight to gain. I've already said this. I've said this a lot. Max will not really be starting any mobility until he is 50 pounds. Now keep in mind, my weight fluctuates. I normally stay between 86 and 92 at my heaviest. Right now, I'm actually like 90 pounds right now. Max is 45 pounds. And so... I can't think. Max is half of my weight. And so a lot of times I stay below 90, especially here last year I've stayed below 90. So Max will be 50 pounds before we start mobility. Are we training for it? Yes, we are training for it. Someone said something about the wedding video and how I braced on him. I did not do a full brace on him. I told him to brace because it is something we were training. I added a little weight, not enough, wasn't a lot. The little weight I added is because we are training for it, and it was enough just to help me not fall over. It wasn't like I bared my weight on him and I put all of my weight on him to where I could get up. I didn't do that. I would, because of my back right now, standing up, I start to kind of sway and fall over. So that's really all I did, was I added just enough to get his muscles to tense just a little. That way, I could stand up and not fall over. I was holding on to him so I didn't fall over. And now I did not put a ton of weight on him. Again, I did not put a lot of weight on him. I barely put any weight on him. He has been cleared by a vet. He has had x-rays. He is cleared to start light mobility training. He will have more x-rays done in, I guess, 4 to 6 months to make 100% sure that he can do heavy mobility. But he is cleared to train for mobility. Now, what do I need Max for? Momentum pulling, which is light mobility, and some counterbalance. And when I say counterbalance, I mean I get dizzy and I just kind of start to sway to the side, and he knows to just add just enough weight and pull it to the other side to keep me from falling over. Now, it's not like I'm falling down and things like that. It's literally, I just get dizzy and I just start to do this. It's not that I go to actually fall over. And I think a lot of people are taking that as, oh, well, she's falling over and she's trying to use her dog to keep her from completely falling down. No, it's just that I'm dizzy, and that is what I'm using him for. It's counterbalance, stability. It's just to keep me from swaying back and forth so much, not that I'm completely falling over. Now, again, Max will be 50 pounds before we start anything. He is training for everything right now. That is what we are cleared. He is cleared to train for mobility. At this point, I will probably need him for mobility. But if in a couple of months we go back and he has x-rays and she says he can never do heavy mobility, he can only do light mobility, that's fine. He has been cleared by a vet. He is being trained. It's not something I'm just throwing him into it and not training him for it. I have been training him. He is being properly trained to go about it. And people keep saying, oh, well, he's too small, he's too small. How is he too small when everyone keeps saying that the dog has to be 50 pounds? He will be 50 pounds. He is training for everything right now. Again, he is training for it. I am not putting all of my weight, my whole 90 pounds of weight, because I'm such a big person. I'm not putting all that weight on him. Now, your minimum, I've posted photos of it so many times. Your minimum, it's what, 30% 60% of your body weight and height for light mobility, and 40 to 50% your height and weight for heavy mobility. He passes both of those. Again, he will be 50 pounds. He has 5 pounds to gain before he is 50 pounds, and the vet has already said that. We are already going about implementing new foods and a new diet to help him gain that weight. So I'm really sick and tired of it. I'm apparently on the service dog blacklist, shit list, whatever. Guys, I don't really care. Go ahead, talk shit about me. I don't care. But I'm not going to harm my dog, and you are all just sitting here trying to say that he's not big enough. He's not big enough. He is big enough. Not only has he been passed by a vet, but your minimum requirements, that your typical standards, I'm not talking about the standards that the service dog community has put forth, saying, oh, well, they need to be at least 60%, this, blah, blah, blah. When he gains that extra 5 pounds, I mean, he's going to be 10 pounds. He'll be literally 60%, because he'll be 50 pounds, and he's 55% my body weight. And so when he gains that extra 5 pounds, he will be 60% my body weight. Okay? And everyone keeps saying they need to be at least 60%. He's going to gain 5 pounds. He will be 60% my body weight, because he will be 50 pounds. I'm 90 pounds. And most of the time, lower than that. So he will be 60% my body weight. He is 40% my height. Actually, hang on now. Let me remeasure while I've got y'all here. So yeah, Max is 21 inches at the top of his shoulder. I just remeasured that. Sorry guys, I'm using my phone. So he is 21 inches at the top of his shoulder. He is 40% my height. So again, I'm really tired of everyone going off trying to tell me that my dog's not big enough, that I'm going to hurt him, and all of this. And so for those of you who are there saying that the dog needs to be 60% your weight for your dog to do mobility, he will be 60% my weight, because we are not going to start until he hits 50 pounds. Again, we will not start until he hits 50 pounds. I'm in the process of training him. I would like to go ahead and get a mobility harness to start training him while I can, because if something happens and I have to have surgery, then I'm screwed if I don't have him trained before then. And so, again, he will be 50 pounds. He will be 60% my body weight, and he is 40% my height. So please go ahead, tell me everything else that, I'm doing wrong, and how I'm going to hurt and how I'm endangering my service dog when I'm not. Talk shit about me on the service dog blacklist all you want. I don't care, because I know I'm not hurting him, and I know I'm not doing anything wrong. So, I mean, it is what it is, I suppose. But I would never do something that would hurt Max. I love him so much, and I'm so appreciative of everything he does for me. So, and I know he looks small, but he's really not as small as he looks, I promise. And, he has been cleared by a vet. He is going to be 50 pounds before we start actual mobility work. We are in the process of training, because you can't just weight, and your dog can't just turn to and be the appropriate weight and you just go into it. You have to build up to it and train. And they say starting training around 18 to 24 months for mobility is fine. And that's why, he was cleared by a vet. But I'm really hoping, I guess no one listened to me in the comments that I was posting on everything. But right now, he is half my weight. He's literally 55% my weight right now. He will be 60% my weight when we start mobility. He will be 50 pounds. He is 40% my height. I'm a short person. He is 21 inches at the shoulder. Can y'all please maybe just back off a little bit and stop trying to act like I'm trying to endanger my dog, or like he doesn't meet standards, because he does meet the requirements. He meets the requirements. Of course, it'll be after he gains that extra 5 pounds, but even right now, he's 55% my body weight right now. So even right now, he meets requirements, but I'm not actually going to be doing anything until he hits 50 pounds. So, y'all think about that while y'all are off talking all awful about me and things like that. I don't care. I'm doing what, I'm trying my best to train my dog with all of the medical problems I'm having, and he is doing amazing. He's doing phenomenal. Oh, Max, come here. Come here. He's doing phenomenal with all of his training. He is 100% reliable with all of his tasks. I do not have to worry about going somewhere and passing out and him not alerting. He is just about completely over his anxiety from the wreck. We were in Birmingham yesterday, and there were tons of cars passing by us, honking. There's so much going on. And his tail was up the whole time. His ears were forward and relaxed. He was so comfortable. He did so good the entire time. And by the way, because someone else said, why would you work your dog after the car wreck? He got cleared by the vet when we went in last week. So he has been cleared for over a week now. No more soreness. He hasn't been on any more painkillers. It was, he had a strain of the spinal region that was causing some neck and back pain, like tenderness. And it was not that severe as like we thought. We didn't know exactly how bad it was. So, but when we went into the vet, he was completely healed. He had no more soreness or anything. So I'm not working a dog that is injured or in pain. He's not in pain at all. And so I really hope y'all think about that. And then someone said something about me going under the train when I was at the wedding. Y'all have no idea how much pain medicine I am on. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell, but look at my eyes. My eyes are glossy as hell. I'm on so much pain medicine. It is crazy. And I'm taking my pain meds. I'm taking it all, I think, 3 times a day? Yeah, 3 times a day. So, can I remind you everything that I am taking really fast? Oops. So, let me remind you everything I'm taking really fast. 10 milligram Lortabs. Okay? Oops, I dropped one. 3 times a day. And then I'm taking muscle relaxers at the same time that I take the Lortabs 3 times a day. And these are, I don't know what milligram these are, I can't find it. Taking these 3 times a day at the same time I take the muscle relaxers. And then the ibuprofen, I take 800 milligram ibuprofen 3 times a day. And I take all of it together at the same time. I stay hurting, but I'm still trying not to let that make it to where I can't do anything. So, I mean, it's whatever. I'm just tired of seeing all these comments and having all this backlash from people saying that I'm hurting my dog when I'm not. And I guess y'all obviously don't understand. And hopefully this will clarify it up for y'all a little bit and, maybe help y'all understand a little more. But if the vet said that he's good to go and if he's going to be meeting requirements, I need him to be trained for it. And I'm going to continue to train him for it. I'm not using him for mobility right now. And I will not be using him full on for mobility until after he hits 50 pounds and he has his x-ray saying that his growth plates have completely closed and that he's 100% good to go. We are training right now. So y'all have a wonderful day and y'all stay tuned. I've got another video uploading in a little while. And I'm sure people are going to say something about how I'm able to walk around. I'm limping the entire time, and I had already had 2 doses of my pain meds and all that day or yesterday. So I was still hurting. Yes, I can't walk normal, but it wasn't so bad that I was completely sitting on my butt, not able to move. I can't walk at all if my legs are closed, because when my legs are together and I'm walking, it feels like my hips are going to pop off, and I literally have to walk with my legs spread apart like this, and I waddle. I cannot completely straighten my back. My back is hunched. Instead of my back being like this, I'm leaned forward like that when I walk because I can't straighten up my back. So, yeah. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.